I'm Colin Mayfield. Vanessa Rufus has the next couple of days off here. Early voting begins tomorrow in South Carolina, though. But if you vote tomorrow, you might have to vote once again, as state lawmakers are currently working to redraw the congressional maps. Senators fast-tracked this plan over this past weekend, if you missed it, and are expected back for a final vote tomorrow. WCNC Charlotte's Julie Kay joining us live in Fort Mill. And Julie, this is causing a lot of confusion, specifically now that early voting is starting.
Yeah, a lot of confusion, Colin. The only thing that is really clear is that they won't be able to get this done before early voting, as they are not in session today. That leaves a big question mark for a lot of voters that lawmakers have yet to fully address.
Does anyone in here think Congress is going to be won and lost by one seat?
That was the core of the argument on Saturday, as South Carolina state senators debated for 5 hours, marking their first weekend session in 40 years.
I believe in the map. I like the map. I want to see the map passed. There are those who are adamantly opposed to the map. I get that. I do.
Republicans like Senator Larry Groom support the redistricting plan the House passed Thursday. It answers the call from President Trump to redraw all 7 U.S. congressional districts in the state to likely Republican districts. Right now, only one district is solidly Democratic, currently held by Representative Jim Clyburn.
That's not how a democracy works. It's exactly backward. It's anti-democratic, and it's cheating. They're just cheating.
Paul Bowers with the ACLU says the impacts will be seen in our area.
In York County in particular, if you look closely, you'll notice that Fort Mill is getting carved off from Rock Hill. All of a sudden, these would be in separate congressional districts.
Supporters of the effort argue a recent U.S. Supreme Court decision gives states more flexibility to redraw congressional maps. But the main concern is timing, as the state Senate will gavel back in after early in-person voting begins for the June 9th primary. Even Republican senators supporting the bill say that is not on their side.
If this is not struck down, I would have been hit by a lightning strike too, I think.
Now, coming up here at 6, we'll talk about what will happen to those votes that have already been cast. Live in Fort Mill, Julie Kay, WCNC Charlotte.
Julie, thanks for keeping us up to date there.